Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Grateful Lunchtime. I am so excited to be here today with my partner in crime, Miss Melissa Moyer Pusch. Melissa, as I said earlier, is the founder of Jamie's Mom's House, and that's probably you guys have seen her in the community at different events out about because her and Miss Stephanie Johnson are the main ones that you normally see out in the community. With that being said, this episode is all about grateful, and today we're talking about Jamie's Mom's House and the commitment that they've made here to the community, bringing awareness to opioids. Melissa, tell me a little bit why you're grateful for Jamie's Mom's House.
Well, Katie, I am grateful for Jamie's Mom's House because this is a program that was never available to me when I was going through what I went through when I lost my son, or even when I was losing control of the situation. When we were going through what we were going through with James, we just did not have any support system put into place, as far as I know that somebody else is going through this, but I think that I'm going to keep myself isolated, and that's something I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that we keep everything out in the open now. I'm grateful for the relationships that I've made with people. I'm not grateful for why I have the relationships,
right,
of course, but I'm grateful that we have the relationships with the parents or brothers and sisters that have lost their loved one to addiction or that are actively still in addiction, because that was the missing component.
Right.
Was relationship, was family. And I'm grateful to that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for relationships that I've made with other nonprofits headed in the same direction as we are. I'm grateful for that support system, and I support everything that they do, and they support everything that we do. So I'm grateful for that as well. I am grateful for our volunteers and leaders.
Yes, 100%.
We wouldn't be able to do this without them at all. It is a full-time job.
Yes.
You know, there's so many different aspects to Jamie's Mom's House, not just the online support, but being out in the community, bringing awareness to the fentanyl crisis. It can't be done by one person. Right. It can't be done by one organization.
Right.
And I'm grateful for the Center for Excellence for allowing us to do this for our community, for giving us the platform to do, because we wouldn't be able to do it without the center. And I'm grateful for your leadership. I'm grateful for everything that you do that I can't do. I'm grateful for walking hand in hand with you in this newfound journey that even, we're only a few years old.
Right.
And we're learning along the way, and I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for your leadership. I'm grateful for what you're doing with Aware Initiative from the bottom of my heart. I am grateful that we walk hand in hand because the two subjects walk hand in hand.
They do. And, Aware is going to be the first one of this week. So if you go back to Monday's episode on the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see about Aware. We talked about Community Table yesterday, and now, again, Jamie's Mom's House. And really, that is what it's about. I've told y'all over and over again what the mission of the Center for Excellence is. And that mission is to bring hope and healing. And that's exactly what the mission of Jamie's Mom's House is. It's to bring hope and healing to the loved ones of those who have lost their loved ones to addiction. And I think when we've talked several times, it amazes us at everyone who is impacted. Like she said, the parents, the friends, the grandparents, it's like a ripple effect. It's like when you throw that, that rock in the pond and the ripples begin to go. You never really know who it touches. And, one of the things that you told me one time that really kind of struck was that, out of James's class, there was only like 6 that are still alive.
Right.
That's incredible. Out of his friends, there are 6 that are alive today because they've been taken out by the opioid crisis. So, I'm grateful for the addiction centers that we partner with, the halfway houses, for all the families out there that haven't given up, that haven't lost hope. For, I'm grateful for everybody who's in Jamie's Mom's House, and for the survival instinct, and just for the fortitude that you show. You should give yourself a pat on the back. You should clap for yourself today because you're still here. And I know that If you go to the YouTube channel, you can hear a little bit of Melissa's story and how there were days where she didn't know if she would be here the next day. So I'm grateful that Melissa's here. I'm grateful that, she picked her head up. She overcame the odds. She overcame statistics, and she became a motivator to those around her who were going through that same situation. And we, she meets people all the time. We talk to people, and the one thing that everybody says about Melissa is she's not afraid. If she can help you, she's going to. She'll lay down everything. She's truly about being somebody. And I love that about Melissa. I love that about her husband Matt. Matt is the ultimate be somebody.
That's right.
We gave him
the ultimate ambassador. He deserves a huge trophy.
We literally gave Matt at our last golf tournament. We gave him a thing that said the #1 supporter, certificate for Jamie's mom's house, #1 supporter, and that truly is true. Right. Every time you see Melissa, you normally see Matt, and that is a big testament to him and his ability to get in here and fight. James wasn't just his stepson, but he tells the stories with tears in his eyes, just like Melissa does, and you can really tell that Matt has a heart for the men and the brothers who have lost their loved ones to addiction, and that's what's important. It's about walking with each other, and so I'm grateful for all those people who are out there being somebody, for all of those people standing and helping, for your leader there, Stephanie Johnson,
Shout
making phone calls.
To Stephanie Johnson and to Jolyn Melendez and Terry Lang. They're also
partners, helpers on our online chats.
That's right.
People who mentor and help others, not through a degree, but through experience. Just letting them know it's okay not to be okay. Sometimes I think that's the most powerful thing. And I'm grateful that these ladies allow people to not be okay, because it is okay, but I'm standing here with you. It's kind of like that picture of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore, where they're sitting with Eeyore. It's not that they tried to change Eeyore's mind or how he felt. They just sat there so he didn't have to sit through it alone. And I think that's the ultimate goal of Jamie's mom's house, is just being somebody. Sometimes it means you're bringing somebody a box of food. Sometimes it means you're helping with an unplanned funeral. That's right. But sometimes it means I just sit here and I let you be mad. I let you cuss. I let you scream. I let you be angry at the situation and how it happened. I'm sitting there while you fall apart. I'm the shoulder you can cry on. I'm the person that's handing you tissues and letting you know it's okay, because grief does have 4 stages, and it's not always I'm just sad.
That's right. And sometimes we revisit stages. Sometimes, you think that, I graduated from this or that, and that won't happen to me again.
Right.
When suddenly a song comes on or a memory will just flow out of your eye.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's really, today I'm grateful for all of you. If you're out there and you're struggling with addiction, I want you to know that I'm proud of you that you're still here. I'm proud of you that you haven't given up. I'm proud of you that you haven't called it quits. Yeah. I want to encourage you, like our notes say at Jamie's mom's house, there's somebody out there waiting for your phone call. There's somebody waiting to hear that you're okay. And I want to encourage you today to call them. If you're that parent that's sitting there, we're grateful for you for hanging in there, for waiting by the phone. We know that there's good days and we know that there's bad, but we're grateful that you're here. If you haven't had a chance to join the Jamie's Mom's House Facebook group, please go on there and join the group. They have tons of inspirational stuff all the time that will really encourage and help you. And then at the same time, if you're someone out there who you might be jaded by addiction, maybe you have, some people just don't understand. And they think that people are enabling, or they think that they're just like that, or that's that kind of person, or that's, I think the campaign that you partner with and collaborate with Stephanie Shepard on, as far as Not My Child, is, never say not my child, because you never know when it really is going to touch your family. And so I just want to encourage everybody, if you haven't go into our YouTube channel, if that's where you're watching this, go down to the reels, listen to some of those reels, listen to some of those things, go back to the Mondays with Melissa and listen to those. She did a whole series talking about what it's like, and to really walk this thing out day by day, and to really get not through the grief, but to learn to be a survivor who helps others survive in that grief.
I think that I haven't touched upon yet. One thing that we do is these brunches now, and the common denominator there that I never thought about before is, you think that your family can't be impacted by it, but if you look around, and even sometimes you'll look around in the Walmart or the grocery store, and you're like, there's a child with their grandmom, there's a child with their granddad. There's a big chance that grandparent is now raising that child due to addiction. Yes. Because either they've been taken out of the family because of addiction, or their parent has died.
Right.
And now whose responsibility is that?
Right.
And that's a whole other coping mechanism. Yeah. That, like, after losing a child, now you're raising a grandchild. Like,
that reminds you of them, that probably has a lot of the same similarities, characteristics, and that is difficult. And, we see that a lot even with the community table. I know that we've talked, like, there's a lot of grandparents out there raising children, some of them because their parents are in jail due to drug use, some of them, for different reasons. And those grandparents, again, are just trying to get by. They're trying to figure out what to do. It's been a long time, and raising a kid 30 years ago is a lot different than raising the kid today, and especially if you feel like maybe you failed with that first child.
That's right. Yeah.
And so, again, if you haven't had a chance to join Jamie's Mom's House, please go out there, join Jamie's Mom's House. You're going to love the support group. You're going to love Melissa and the team, like she mentioned, that stand there beside you and encourage you. And again, today we are grateful for everybody in Jamie's Mom's House and for all of those that help and are being somebody out there today. Yes. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back here tomorrow at 12. And I can't wait to talk to you and tell you the next thing that we're on our Grateful series. So for now, we're going to tune out. Anything else, Melissa, you want to say to the good people?
Thank you so much for all of you that are already partners or sponsors or donors. And if you are not and you'd like to, we can help you out with that too.
Yeah, we'll have all the fundraising things for the puppy and the fish down below. So make sure you comment, check those comments out, join that. I know somebody wants to take little Jingle home for Christmas, and this is your opportunity. So again, check those reels, share them. We're looking forward to connecting with you here at the Center for Excellence.